Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka Joint Action Committee Board of Meghalaya kabadi ka kinhun baniadai ka khendo ka syap ka jilla hendai ka sngi kalai potrik uyayang arjar arpuar kelapan long ke jingelang haka jingedan lang daki nang ilam seng bhalang baper ki dalai ki sardar bat ki rong ba shnong jo ki jaka ki bisa kata ya kini baro lapan rong kom ki khat haka komiti haka jingelang ka seng kala rai ban nyat bet syakmat bentrikam daka bapet ki kot kisla bat benwat benya ki kaseng kala raidu balada hab ban Leit High Court lani Shaduh Supreme Court ka kanhun kan Ïakhun baik
ka komiti kan ya chkhmat ban tarikam banta da ka ba ngin pet iki kot kislah namar ke don ka jingso bom don ki kot kislah adai nga sultanat ban itu ipi ba ki kot kislah ki don bat kini ki kot kislah ke long bangi hab an pun mandur ki hakan urukom namar ki layara mena ba la dai ban Leit Supreme Court ban Leit High Court na ban hakan kadung kadur ban Ïakhun ni kani ngin Ïakhun ngakwa ban bu nukong ni baka Memorandum of Understanding ke bagi sign kini armut ki Chief Minister Haji Shah Kamdan ke legal status kabaar kalong ba kila pengkheng lot ya gitu kisan teli ki parameters ban on ke ethnicity administrative convenience historical perspective terter ki don kisan teli gitu ki kila on kila pengkheng lot iki nomor balai ba lada ki pait na historical perspective ban na ethnicity ki beri ki jong hi border ki dei ki kita kiba ajat kami la pi ong ki garu pi ong ki khasi pi ong ki jaita ha asam itu eki kum ki Shaduh tribe kata kade ko wake bone of contention ke jani kabar kalong ba ha asam ka khendo ko siap long tribe ka sarkar wat la ki don gitu ki revenue free area kum ki lakhiraj estate kimi kitai henry habako di ka kani ka residual ownership of the land remains with the government kani kam dei ban the residual ownership of land hapok Meghalaya kadai with private persons or with the right or with the community under the autonomous district councils. Dan namar kata kadau ngidon kata kajing sengo menta ba kani ka boundary issue hi ka tak palat ya kani ka land ownership bagi ka identity ke jong. Don ki boong ngai iba haki social media ki comments ki boong ba kani ka sarkar MDA kala ale kala stangi ka but they have started it on the wrong principles. Hey, we would have ngilade banjaro ya ka sarkar bekas dang ya kani lada kadai hakalenti ka badai Henry Barok kata ngakrembe kata 1876 the boundaries of the Khasi states was well defined. There's a notification juga British government. The areas which have been encroached by Assam, among their areas of dispute, they have been encroached by Assam, were areas transferred to Kamrup for administrative convenience under 1876 notification. Not ownership of land, not anything, only for administrative convenience. Hang ni berpilap baka ni don Kamrup ban address ya kanika constitutional anomaly kepada hapoka Shaduh 1. Kaba ka Shaduh 1 ka describe yaki boundaries jong Assam mo it describe the territories which immediately before the commencement of the constitution were comprised in the province of Assam, the Khasi states and in the Assam tribal areas. Boleh contain Khasi state ki penon kami contain Khasi state nomor boleh itu ki jaka ki baki kam ki baki encroach Kidai ki jaka jong Hima kasi. Kani ngi hapan syai ba? Why you still put Khasi state in the description of Assam? Kani kadika kai. Ta hangta kawan ga opinion jong LMC biro ba ong. It is required that the Supreme Court should interpret this. Hey, the Supreme Court under Article 131 has the original jurisdiction in a dispute between two states, between one state and the central government, two or more states and the central government, between two or more states on one side and two or more states on the other side, or between state to state. Hagajo kaporo ngalungo ba the constitutional process was not followed. Pasamu ang bay constitution. Ngano in 1983, Captain Sama, the late Captain Sama was Chief Minister. ula lay down ia ka principle by these lands, these areas included in the Khasi states in Assam form part of the constitutional boundary of the state of Meghalaya. Kata kadang on record. Kaji kili kejonga kalong ba balai ka MDA government ka klempet ikni ke. They were so fast to go work out an MOU which has no basis under the constitution, no basis under law. And then go to the Home Minister of India and say, we have come to an agreement. They should have done what should have been done. If they do not want to go to the Supreme Court, they should have gone under Article 263 of the Constitution, which states that in case of a dispute between one or two states or between state to state, the President has to constitute an interstate council. Kani-kani kabangidon kam bahamantaban banyakren. But if the MOU is to have a legal validity, it has to be decided by an interstate council. No matter if they take the MOU to Parliament and they pass it in Parliament, it will be against the wishes, against the democratic right, against the constitutional right of the people of Meghalaya. Not only those who are affected. Tomorrow, lasai liski anda kikwa ban aja kai kanugno sibu ikati kam temotor. Kimyo jaka hapo you sipo ikar kabalahe jaka. Hang no kin declare bang ngin sim no na jaka tribal hang no kanugno Hima. Hang ta kin supas ba dekat MOU bat kin yasan dekat MOU bat ki kalmator nanta kin sayu. Hey, na file ya ka petition under the Land Transfer Act. Hanai ka sarkar MDA ka khen dau thala ya ka Land Transfer Act. Ka DC ka klam sim macam. Kidang ki legal implications anta ba ka DC klam sim macam. Na lor kata kadau menta la di pipa ya kata number I'm talking about issue of land. Menta ka ikacing ya kalomba PI legality, illegal settlers. Marka Land Transfer Act would have identified them as illegal settlers. But today you cannot identify them as illegal settlers because they have not been declared under any act. And the Land Transfer Act should have declared them first that they are illegal settlers. And then you talk to them. But now they go straight and say, no, we require 10 acres. We require 20 lakhs each family. Terkadang pun tak kaset ika prinsip kaset ika presiden ya ka kerukom trekam ke sarkar bala sa lesni don nong tre sarkar ubum don jaka ubum don puta unman bemo ai jaka ai arpulang nan tahu ke ini sa kata ke kai hang ne ro sebagai pada ka bae kalong ba pi the laws ki an ki bala thau banyada ingi kum ka Land Transfer Act kum ka article 263 jong constitution krem sim kani ba ban trekam da kan tiga badai da dai bakile ik interstate council, the interstate council with the full force of the presidential notification and the process of law kalakhot iki beri wasong border kalakhot ik state government kalakhot ik Assam government kalakhot ik central government kato sistem kala pas ko order kala long legal and binding, and we always hope that it will be a fair order dan kamban wanra ikani kecingnya sungtu hakajai bendrio ba ka khendau ka siap ka identity jong kajai bendrio kiriti ki dustur ki jongi kamtam bangide kajai bendrio ajai kemi. There is no protection for us except under the state of Meghalaya. There is no protection. Assam, we are not settled tribe. Nobody recognizes our unique traditions and customs. The Meghalaya government has a moral and legal responsibility to defend this matrilineal society which is identified by the Khasi, Jaintia and Garus. Hangim don't face ke issue jongka border, ke issue jongka land rights, ke issue jongka constitutional right ke jongi ke apply to all areas. It's not that because they have signed the MOU kin ong to kin plat na gato. Ke ngi kerpa di ke sarkar ro ngi bu ikan ka jingdon kam ndai suk tang jing kerpa ka jingdon kam ba pihak include ka Jacbom hakanu ka negotiation kam tam ka baya dei ba block 1 block 2 ba kini ki areas ki ban chakta kata ka badon kam nomor belai Lada him include nomor hang ni ngila donlang kisam halang ngila donlang ya ki save ki daloi ngi donlang ya ki try jaka ki ramba sno ki lom kami ya ki samla takadaw kahapan siya may consensus approach kata kadi kepadon kama mata constitutional issue ki para 3 of the 6 schedules specifically states that the authority over tribal land is the district council. Apakah they got authority over tribal land? Why were the autonomous district councils not consulted? That is the basic constitutional issue. Government, people are pagkalaya ka district council just as a department of the government. Kataka so-called Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, Garu Hills Autonomous District Council. The word autonomous becomes meaningless. Kiong autonomous, there are certain that the sixth schedule has laid down clear functions of the district council, and land is the function of the district council. Entry 18 jongga stateless kadon, but it's very limited. Kabaka state kalak bentuklar ya ka kendo siap. Tambah tang haki state kum ka Assam who own the land. Here the government of Meghalaya does not own the land. It owns only certain parts of Shillong called European World. It owns certain parts where they have paid compensation. Right, on the whole, the land is private, and the jurisdiction, the primary jurisdiction, the original jurisdiction is that of the district council. Ki Siem, ki Daloy, ki Nokma, ki Hapapo, ki district council, ki Yosanat, naga district council. Tapi hang ni kalau logic doesn't work out. Kalau logic come try. Habaka ni ka district council kadai bala book the constitution ban pai gini. People assign MOU, work out kita ke regional committee. The district council was outside the purview of this. Supentip iki hadim bala ada pra, sepentip. Anda kisah balang gilit pan kendo. Ya ka sarkar swa bakin ya sign ki ong ngilap ha sedali ngimla ban pergi. Why the secrecy? Now we understand the secrecy is because of this. So we will organize in all the border areas. Balam ba Charlie Haji Shah na kalian kejoki ki don ka kam ka bakhya ba manta ba kin hapan ya kalang sodom ban form committees in every area ka ba ar ka ba kongsan ka long ba we will gather all the documents because there are many documents. Tama the point is that manta kalong presumptions yang bangan ong ipi awak in let back ni hapan sim ya confidence yung itry jaka ni hapan sim confidence yung isip nanta ni so work out the strategy kan bang si om mangaba in let back cakut te kamlong kan nomor buat Arwin tumla kan ba file kerteng jong amla ban file kerteng Jacbom ya file kerteng ki try jaka ya file kerteng ki Hima tengi ngiruk ni hapan bat ya ka proper procedure ndai kin ba ka sarkar klembat procedure tengiruk ni siu tamban persubang pa ba ni like kot kamlong ni hapan pe ben tek patek nomor balai gomong ang ipi ki don ki beri ki haba kelas sedang te ke MDA tengiru kelas sedang te ke Jacbom tambang ikwa ban sedang hakalenti ke babiang te. But primarily there is a legal issue which has to be decided. What are the Khasi states? Kani it's hanging in the air. Nomor balai pin kama usa saya dula kayeng ke jong ukadan te apo cliff colony udai we udah kat jong ke constituent assembly udah ong artat the most reverend JJM Nikolsroy is so happy that the Khasi states have been relegated to the sixth schedule. But I fear for this area. Namar kani kadai batai ong kadai constitutional anomaly. They signed the instrument of accession. No instrument of merger was signed. In the instrument of accession, 4 exceptions were there: land, water, forest, excise. These are the 4 exceptions. Now we're talking about land. Haba ki transfer sepok Kamrup ini area ki bahap po Khasi state for administrative purpose. Now Assam is saying it is ours. Haji Shah ka nongwa matumur ka Hima nongwa matumur ka boundary ka po hedo ulubari ka Hima melem ka disitang jongga ko hati re ki dondok bong nya keren ya kata ki sulong satisfied te ngang ong kani bi ngitip choi ki boundary jongi ngitip ka hok demi. Then there the process of give and take will start na. And right here, we're just giving and they are taking. But sa kawairu, land is precious. Kama po ba, prestun ong nga mga kulong. Kulong siya may karten nga, tumuong wiw, nung alam ko, Ukran kong kulong. Amri mga kren kong kulong. Mantal, apaw, kakajingkran yung sadar, yung lanongwa, mo tumor. Kadon kadil ka basarkay. Kabanganga kren kalong ba, ka total value of the land that is being surrendered may be 20,000 to 45,000 crores. Why don't you take that as collateral? Kenapa central government bukan you have surrendered so much land, we will compensate you by bringing money into your treasury. We are a revenue starved state. Pilit sabang le Pak Bu Bendar ke cakap. Teman-teman isu surrender kaya kan isu ambil tang barkan suk kata bodar ban baik itu put usah ni surrender no ya itu bargain sele ni yo arpo jar kro rapo ke treasury ke jongi kam nak de ke besar kai ngasa kena ban ngakren lu kena dah ni lapar kaca mate right now the need of the hour kajing don kam man pahi kalong ba ni don kam ban pechwa hang no kasdam hang no ko the government, with due respect to the government and their efforts, they have failed miserably. The failure has to be rectified. What the ki ong bangimla ban change lo, ngan ong biak sisen the MOU has no legal standing. But ultimately, kasti order ika jakak thank kadon Supreme Court. Kasti order ika mai kuli to kapung kadon po High Court. How will they tackle these questions then? How will you tackle this question? Ultimately, the government of Meghalaya, government of Assam, and even the government of India might be in contempt of court. Don't talk about going now for a fresh case. Even in these old cases, they might be in contempt. Naman ada pentip te yaki apo you ya ketuk jaka kita thank you. Ada pentip te. Don kasti order. Ya ka regional committee ada pentip. Nda poi hang te beki syong pada kim ya tu. So on this basis, kita try lagi for contempt proceeding. The government will be in trouble. All these nitty-gritties have to be worked out. But we are fighting for the rights of our people, but we also wish that the government will bahkan penjam yung usaha. He will open the door for negotiation. Namar beli don't come make a negotiation. Then namar kata kadaw ng kerpa ipigi preso ban ay ka report ka babya kanamba kin sa yaos ngo gini. But I thank you also, members of the press. You have done a big service pa pinuman raik kini awareness mga pay nga follow ka ba press ki to ka ba pilaya le kayo dan retang ko nga kwa mon karpat ba subha ban kalim dai tang ba arwin kali kumu Dr. David Reed emle udah expert on all the documents lewat you kali ang kumno kalong kani isu long bagi ladu na iba Gilbert Sulay dan rehapo ang tepo silong record center jongi tangbun ki kot Islam nga karpat iki members of the press ya wa iki kot Islam kita ampun jadi ki pedang